The sound is working as it should be. Where's the desktop audio? There it is. There. This game has some very lovely piano music in the background. So I hope you don't miss out on that. And please let us know at any time if the sound is off. We have a dual screen set up with our computer, so that allows us to kind of mess with some of the sound quality while actively streaming. So please let us know if anything's too loud, if anything's too quiet. If there's audio distortion, we'll have to fix that after stream. So this is Gorky, and we've been doing a voice for Gorky, and I'm wondering if I can recreate the voice from the last stream or not. Hey, are you listening to me? I don't know. What? I said it seems there's a message broadcasting on the wide net, but the reception is not working. A broadcast? This is weird, let me check it out. Do you want a simplified version of the current puzzle? No achievements will be unlocked for simplified puzzles. As bad as I am at puzzles, I think part of the fun is struggling through it as well. You can listen to all my frustration noises. So I'm gonna say no, I don't really want a simplified puzzle at this time. So let's move over. Refresh. Signal strength is low. The signal strength is very weak. The system can barely receive it. I have to find a way to amplify it. So to amplify the sound, we should probably pick up the technical manual and see what the technical manual has to say about all of that. For the radio, we need TR3. Nothing about broadcasts in here. The energy system. So I might have to boost up the power, then the carrier synchronization, and I don't know what that has to do with. The beacon keyboard, which I don't think this has to do with the beacon. Space cabin atmosphere, oh that's going to be terrifying to have to fix at some point. Heat sink, control panel, the handles, overwritten with my retrieval tool. This is Salvatore's handwriting. He must have tampered with the Bento's hardware in classic Salvatore style. The first dice indicates how many correct private key digits you entered, regardless of the correct position. While the second dice gives you a hint in order to find the correct position of the digits you entered. It tells you how much you must move a wrong placed digit to put it in the correct position. For example, if you insert the digit in the second position, but the correct position was 5th, it gives you the distance between 2 and 5, which is 3. If multiple digits are misplaced, it only gives you the largest of such distances and ignores the others. Oh boy. Okay. So that's something to keep an eye on. Let's see. If I want to improve the radio, that's TR3, right? So what does my sketch say? Retrieve daily tasks, eat something, connect the high frequency antenna to the modem, amplify the mysterious signal, and inject the INS 4.
Hello, bitches.
Soul Commodore, a raiding party? What? Thank you all for let me switch over to just chatting for a second so I can welcome all of you in.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Redria Plays. Hi, it's good to see you. Thank you all for coming in. I really appreciate it. If you don't know us, we're the Xanity System, disabled, mentally ill gaming streamer, yada yada, all that. It's going good. I just got started, so we're figuring out what puzzles we have for the game. We're gonna play for like about an hour, take a break, and then I might actually start doing some digital art for the second half of stream today. It's so good to see all of you. Thank you so much for coming by. Redria, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. I've been considering calling followers membranes, as in like members of the brain. You're taking up my brain space, so welcome to the membranes. So, thank you. I'm glad you think that's clever. This is a game where I definitely encourage, if you feel like backseat gaming, I definitely encourage that. Largely because my brain and puzzles don't always go together. So, right, like, we have this mysterious signal coming in right now. How are all of you, by the way? Soul Commodore, how did you do? I think you were playing Paper Mario again today. Tell me all about it. But yeah, so we're getting this weird signal. We have to find a way to amplify that. I have no clue how to do that yet. And then I have to connect the antennas, eat something, and do all of this. And it's all puzzle heavy. So I have this technical manual. And already it's a little overwhelming, but there's some tricks to it. So like, I have to connect the high frequency antenna to the modem. Soul Commodore is good. It was Paper Mario. You finished chapter 5 and then went exploring for side quests. That sounds fun. I really hope it went well. And I'm so glad you're doing good. Redria says, I'll be tabbed up doing some last minute interview prep for tomorrow. Well, good luck with your interview. I hope you're excited for it. Like, I hope it's an interview for something that you're looking forward to. Because I know some interviews are not are not the thing, really. So yeah, I hope that goes well. And by no means, lurkers are totally welcome here. You're not required to participate in chat, to hang out here at all. I love my lurkers. It'd be such a huge step up. So it's a little stressful, but I'm so excited. Yeah, it would be stressful, like the anticipation and the anxiety that can come with that kind of thing. I really, good luck, and I hope the interviewer is very nice to you. High frequency antenna to the modem. So TR2 to TR7. So TR2 to TR7, TR2 to TR7. And then that should be working then. Okay, so how do I amplify frequency? How do I do that? Oh, that's a good way to jump around. Oh, this might amplify the frequency. To another day of penance on Holy Mary's interstation. Ah, this signal! Salvatore was haunted by it. Apparently it's called the cleanest, most widespread signal in the universe. In Italy, it's so strong that sometimes you can hear it coming out of intercoms. That sounds spooky. Soul Commodore, you say, I'm just cleaning up stream stuff real quick, but I have you in my ear while I do so. Yeah, absolutely. The after streaming cleanup and checking all the everything, setting up highlights or however you do it, that can be a whole task in itself. So yeah, no pressure to participate in chat, and it's great to have you all anyway. Thank you so much for coming by. Okay, so we found out Ora pro nobis. Peccatoribus. I want to Google all of this, but I don't want to tab out to Google and figure out what all of this is. Nunc et in hora mortis nostrae. Is this all in Italian because I just mentioned Italy? Herbert Romero Wells presents The War of the Worlds of Zombie Aliens. Zombie Aliens. If I keep doing this, am I going to keep giving... Give me your love, I'll make you pancakes. Making bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes, bacon pancakes. So how do I amplify the frequency that I'm dealing with, though? Because they asked me to amplify the signal here. Signal's very weak. I have to find a way to amplify it. Do I have an amplifier somewhere on the control board? There's no incoming beacon request, and that's not a piano. Well, it looks like a piano, Gorky. Gorky is the name of this little AI, and he has some very snappy things to say sometimes. Now, I'm trying to figure out how on earth I'm supposed to amplify a signal. This is the suspension of disbelief device. Without it, the station would implode. The suspension of disbelief. This is the emergency line. I shouldn't use it without a reason. Okay. Alright, do not. Standard socket X1. But there's supposed to be a signal I can boost. How do we... No, I should decode this message first. It might be something important. Can I amplify the signal by messing around with my jumpers matrix? Maybe if I also connect the radio, TR3 to TR7 maybe? Nope, that's not it. TR3 to TR7 this way? That's not it. What do you do? Plug and play cards. Just plug and play cards. A modem for communication, but awful for downloading porn. Okay, so no porn on the space station, apparently. And that's why we're 18 plus. I'm really stumped how I'm supposed to amplify this signal. Does it say? This diagram just indicates that I can connect systems with each other. And I'm wondering, maybe I can connect it to the X1 socket? You know, the game asked me if I wanted to make this an easier puzzle, but that I would then get no extra achievements if I made it an easier puzzle. So I'm not sure. TR7 to TR3. Let's take out the TR6. TR8 to TR3. Then TR8 to TR3. Nope, that didn't do anything with the signal strength. Oh. I can just click these and it'll automatically... Interesting. Nope, the signal strength is still too low. I wonder what I need to do to amplify the signal strength. What about this? Nope, I don't think that's what I thought it was. I could also eat something while I contemplate what we're doing. Let's eat some of the not good looking veggies. Let's go to the bathroom and get some water. Pick it up and get water. It's not break time yet. Gorky is not gonna let me do this without figuring out the signal first. Let's see, we have these. That doesn't seem to change. That doesn't seem to change anything. That's not changing the signal strength either. I think the the screen just glitched for a second, but I don't think it was for any particular reason. Maybe these will help. No? Nope, I'm just flipping switches. Has no effect on the signal strength. This also has no effect on the signal strength. It's not time to pull this switch. I am stumped. How am I supposed to amplify the signal? Is there a signal amplifier somewhere that I'm missing? See, we have it connected to the antenna and the modem. When a jumper is set, a connection between two systems is activated. Let's see the next page. Maybe R4 and R5 has to do with the control panel. R4 and R5. So let's find out where that stuff is. R4 and R5. Yeah, maybe it's this? I am so confused. I'm confused. Let's see, what does this say? The Bento's cabin is subdivided into 5 rooms. Each room is powered by an energy line, except for the control panel room, which has an additional auxiliary energy line. Okay. The switches are from S1 to S5. They control the flow of power from the energy accumulators through the individual energy lines. Each switch is configured using a key on the energy box. Okay, so R4 and 5 are connected to S5. They're both connected to S5. So this is the power supply diagram that shows what room the lines can be reached by each power accumulator. So S5, I need a key to use the switch. This key won't turn until all the keys are inserted in the energy recovery box. Interesting. This electrical panel is not operative at the moment. The manual override becomes active only when the Bento encounters a major power outage. Okay. So it's a vacuum tube. Okay, that's so informative. The vacuum tube. It's a ham radio. I never needed it for emergencies, so I just use it for calls from Brainco or to listen to random frequencies, which we just went through a ton of that. But I need a bunch of keys if I'm going to mess with these settings at all. A4 and S5. S5 and A5, so maybe... Nope, I can't switch that, and the key won't turn without the other keys. So maybe I need to find the other keys somewhere? Comfy overalls, ready for outer space. Comfy, as in, without them, my head would explode. Or maybe that's just an urban legend. Have you guys in chat, have you ever seen those, the sci-fi shows where they say, like, your head will explode if you take off your helmet when you're in outer space? Pipes are the trees of every space station. This slot is used during the capsule retrieval process and to eject capsules back into space. I'm not seeing... The cooling system is working properly, no reason to mess with it. I'm not seeing any extra keys anywhere. And that's throwing me off. This toilet paper is for blowing my nose when I'm in bed. The pause was uncomfortable. I never really got the point, but that's just me. The cynical, grumpy bastard. Or grouchy baloney, as Eshi used to call me. So in this game, Hani is his ex-wife, and Eshi is his daughter. And during the last game, we learned that his daughter actually died, and that his relationship with his wife fell apart. I'm gonna feed Baudelaire the iguana. And make the iguana happy. Yes. I'm not seeing any extra keys. There's nothing to be flushed. Salvo loves analog data. What is that? Oh! That's a manta ray. Or a horseshoe crab. Depends on how you look at it. Limulus. I don't know what limulus means, but I saw last time we were in game, I actually looked this up between game streams. He had drawn a cockroach somewhere. And Salvador isn't on the space station anymore. I'm here alone. But it's all a joke, so I wonder what limulus means. Okay. So we have to improve the signal strength. And I'm not sure how it wants me to do that. So let's take all of these off and consult the technical manual. Okay. So it's a broadcast, so that has to be from the radio. So maybe we'll want to connect TR3 to the mainframe? TR3 to TR6 maybe? TR3 to TR6? Let's try it. TR3 to TR6, and then this TR3 to TR6 down here. Nope, that did not do it. That wasn't it. That was not it. But the high frequency antenna, TR2 to TR6 maybe? TR2 to TR6, and then another TR2 to TR6, the inputs to the outputs. That did nothing to the signal. Interesting. What kind of puzzle do we have today? Let's see. Maybe we need to connect it to the modem. TR3 to TR7. So TR3 to TR7. Oh, we gotta remove that. TR3 to TR7. And output TR3 to input TR7. And then maybe TR3 to TR6. Nope, the signal strength is still too low. Welcome back, Commodore! This puzzle has me so stumped. Because I am so stumped. Connect the high frequency antenna to the modem and amplify the mysterious signal. That was yesterday's. In-game yesterday. Oh, this is my diary. Karl, there's nothing to be flushed. The cooling system is working properly. Oh, this is things that I told myself. That's actually really useful. Gorky said there seems to be a message broadcasting, but the reception is not working. Yeah, I get the reception isn't working. I just don't get how I'm supposed to make it work. That's a cool mechanic. Yeah, I agree. I love games that kind of give me an idea of what I've been doing already, because my memory is like Swiss cheese. The high frequency antenna to the modem. TR2 to TR7. So we got a connection here a little bit. But that's not giving us the signal strength that we need. So I think I'm gonna cheat and make the puzzle easier somehow. That actually changed the settings here. What? Oh, what is this? It provided me this extra... I need to leave the link subsystem as is for a while longer. Okay. How am I supposed to improve the signal strength though, my friend? So we have a TR8, TR2, TR8, TR7. No, I need to leave the link as is. Okay. So maybe it's something over here. Interesting. I'm not sure. Did that do anything? Nope. That did nothing for the signal strength. Maybe the plug-and-play card. Maybe there's something in here about the plug-and-play cards. There ain't no shame in that. The Swiss cheese memory. Well, I appreciate your positivity about that. No, I don't need to send a beacon. I already tried to play with the beacon keyboard, so that's not it. And oh, maybe? Maintenance tools. Accumulators. Control 7, Control 8, and check 5. After selecting an accumulator, it's possible to alter its operating voltage. For those times when I want to enjoy the risk of overloading Benter's main source of energy, damage it and die. Karl is the character we're playing, and he is incredibly cynical. Like, he's not really dealing with his depression in the most healthy of ways, but some of the jokes that he makes, I find really relatable, because I've been in mental states similar. The radioscope generator supplies power to the 5 energy accumulators. These accumulators store and regulate the power supply of the Bento station. By putting this card into the control panel, I can monitor the current output voltage of the Bento's energy accumulators. Of the Control 12 matrix, the Bento's public key and control panel hardware specifications. Bah! Is that it? No? Nope. I don't think so. I'm stumped. How do I improve the signal strength? Maybe we need a different card. So let's try the green card. Put that in here. Oops. Put that right. Shop. Well, that gives me something. Gives me something. But I don't think... Oh, okay, so that was in the technical manual. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't see 5. But they all look to be mid-range. None of them are particularly low. So, I wonder if by putting this card into the control panel and setting the Control 12 matrix, I can access the Bento system information. That might help. So, we want the X444N1 card. X444N1 card then. Give me, yes, the N1 card. And then we can put these back. where they were. And then try to put this one here. It's not time to pull this switch. It's not time to restart what? The CO2 check yet. Oh, that's the H2O checks. These are the controls. That's the voltage. Control 7, 8, and check 5. Control 7 and control 8. Oh. Maybe I need to... Okay. Huh. I'm not sure if that was it either. This whole thing we used in order to retrieve a canister last time. So... how do I... Now I'm just pressing random buttons because I don't know what I'm doing. When in doubt on a space station, just press and fiddle with random buttons. That's totally safe, right? What about the Control 12 panel? The Control 12 panel. Let's do this pattern and see what happens. So it went like this. Ah ha ha! Information. Not quite the information I was looking for. Firmware version. It's Wait, is that my computer? Or is that the Brainco's computer? Now I'm suspicious. That'd be funny if this was my computer, but I don't think I have a GeForce in my computer right now. One of my older computers definitely had a GTX GeForce. That wasn't it. Voltage control, control 3. We messed with that. What else does the technical manual say? I don't have a brain for puzzles like this. So, how do I make it work for me? Wait, what was that? Nope, we don't need the beacon. I've been told anyway that I don't need the beacon. The messing with the energy subsystem isn't an option yet because I don't have the keys. So that brings me back to the jumpers matrix. But I'm not sure. A, B, C, B, A. I only have 4 jumpers. If I want a data path, I want it to go to A to B and B to C, which is what I already did here. Well, I need to leave the link subsystem as is for a while longer. Refresh. Oh! Signal noise ratio too low. What could be the reason that it's too low? Okay, so interesting. I think I can add another connection in here. So maybe we need to make a simple link because I only have 1 jumper, a simplex link. The radio to the modem, TR3 to TR7. So the radio input, TR3, to the modem output, no. So I'm just not supposed to touch that. Just don't touch that then. Gorky, tell me what I need to do. How can I decode the signal? The signal is received via the high-frequency antenna. Then the modem processes it and finally reaches the mainframe. Usually that's enough, but this signal is unusually weak and has a lot of interference. What can cause a high noise in the wide net reception? Best guess would be some faulty hardware in the control panel that's interfering with the neighboring circuits. Examine the instrumentation. Check if you smell something burning. Okay, so it is the control panel. And something is not right in the control panel. So we're gonna check maintenance tools. Salvatore did something to make this different. The first dice indicates how many correct private key digits you entered. This game is pretty in-depth and tough. These are some hardy puzzles. They really are. Like, I think even somebody who would be good at puzzles would really struggle with these. Especially because there's this whole manual that's a map. Like as soon as I open the manual, I feel overwhelmed because it's nothing familiar to what I usually deal with in life. While the second dice gives you a hint in order to find the correct position of the digits you entered. Where do I find the dice, though? It tells you how much you must move a wrong place digit to put it in the correct position. Okay, so I think this is probably what I need to do, is pick up the N2 card, which is right over here, and it's the red one, because yeah, because it's kind of giving me some information. But there's something wrong with the hardware. Gorky said that anyway. There's something wrong with the hardware. So maybe I take that out and put this one in. And it's not giving me anything yet. That's giving me absolutely nothing. Refresh the signal. Nope, still weak. So this whole thing's the control panel. And there's supposed to be something that is not working. Error, error. What is that one sci-fi reference from, like, Error, Captain Wilkinson, or something like that? This controls the voltage. These are also controls. But I don't really have... Well, let's see. Control 2 in the manual. AOC private keys. So if I put this one back in, the public key is BCO 2, which should tell me what? Danger, Will Robinson! Yes, that is what I mean. I'm not good with quotes at all, so thank you. Thank you. Danger, Will Robinson. Yeah, that's it. Overwritten retrieval tool for OAC private keys. And public key, private key. So I'm guessing it has to do with getting the private key here somehow. And what was Salvatore's notes about that again? The first dice indicates how many correct private key digits you entered, regardless of the correct position, while the second dice gives you a hint in order to find the correct position that you... it tells you how much you must move a wrong place digit to put it in the correct position. If you put a digit in the second position, but the correct position was 5th. Does that have to do with control 12, though? If multiple digits are misplaced, it only gives you the largest such distance and ignores the others. And there's dice right behind here, but I can't read that. So what does that mean? If it's in the correct or wrong position, or am I even looking at the right thing, I wonder? I wonder. You know, can I make food? It's not yet break time yet. Stop it. Gorky! Gorky, let me eat and think. Let me eat and think. Okay, that changed something. That... Okay. So the only way to make that work is to have that in that position. But I'm not sure how I'm supposed to quite figure out. So there's a private key I'm supposed to figure out. But I'm supposed to figure out what the hardware issue is, too. That doesn't do it. I wonder if it has any information about check 5 in here. So demanding, right? Gorky is a rude little robot, or a rude little AI sometimes. Like, I wish that he wasn't so focused on this current puzzle, although I get it, so I could get you to see the other things that he says. Oh, maybe this is the Control 12 panel, but do I need the oscilloscope? Maybe I need the oscilloscope. And to synchronize the stuff. Maybe this is it. So let's change the control to the control 2 settings. Let me look at that again. Okay, so it's in the middle on the bottom. It's in the middle on the bottom. And then there and there. Wait. Oh, it's in the middle on the top, too. Okay. So like that. Oh! Okay, that's giving us something. And then how do we change the harmonics? How do we change Control 10? Control 10 changes... Okay. So we want a similar wave as what's on the screen. That wave is too wide. Maybe it's that wave. And then does control 11? Okay. Ah ha ha. Almost have something here. I don't know if this is quite what we're looking for, but I feel like we're getting closer to what we're looking for. And can we just get this to sync up? It doesn't really want to sync up, does it? Maybe we need this one? No. That one is not quite it either. I can't tell what the first toggle switch controls. Hey! Yeah, big win. Almost. Well, you can see here in the corner, I was just pointing at my computer screen as if you could see that. We were at 30-something%. So we're getting closer. And that's as wide as the signal can get. So it's not the third one? Oh! Maybe it is this one, though. Let's make it shorter. Let's make the peaks and valleys like so. 36%. And then let's make them shorter. Like that. That looks almost right. And then, oh, 42%, 50%, almost 100%. Almost. Oh, it's so close. I think the first one controls the speed. Yep, it does. It does. It does control the speed. So we want the speed to match. But we also need the, You know, I took trigonometry. I used to know all the terms for these things. Now I can only think in, like, peaks and valleys. And then this controls the frequency. It's so close. And I'm nearly on top of it, but it says it's only, like, at best 62%. So maybe I need to speed it up or slow it down? Well, I almost reached 64%. Oh man. Why is this puzzle game making my heart beat so fast? I'm gonna take a sip real quick while I ponder this. Do the ponder. Do I need more than one wave signal? Oh, what? That changed the shape of the wave. Oh, that's interesting. If I have more than one on, it changes the shape of the wave. So, the speed of the amplitude, it looks like I'm going too fast. Oh. It's not quite there. Okay, so I made it a little wider. And I'm sitting so close to the screen right now. It's really... I feel like I got it to overlap, but it didn't like what I was giving it. It's not quite... Maybe there's another piece to it. There's also Control 10 1 on, Control 10 2 on. Control 10 1 and 2 on? Is that what it wanted from me? I don't know if that was... Oh! Well, that looks cool. That looks very cool, but I don't think that's quite what we're looking for. Okay. But that's two waves, and that's not what we need, is it? But it's suggested to have Control 1 and 2 on in the technical manual. Oh, and then it would make this. That's just an example. So we want Control 1 on, and then maybe fidget with Control 11. I have been fidgeting with Control 11, so back to just Control 1. And if I can get it ever so perfect, it'll be just fine. Make it a little wider. And then adjust the speed. Haha! Yes! Yes! Hype in the chat. Let's check the signal noise, though. Was that what we needed? Okay. Well, I did this. Whatever this was, it didn't affect our signal noise. Thank you for the hype. Those are some gorgeous emojis, by the way. Oh, we're so close, I feel like. But I don't know what this did. We just got the signal to match, and I don't know why. Okay. Alright, so we got the carrier synchronized. I'm still pretty sure if I play with that... Not the right time! Yeah, that's not what we need right now. So... Goodness gracious me, what a tricky puzzle. Okay, we don't need the O2 or the cooling system, but we're supposed to Salvatore, why did you mess with everything, buddy? I am confused. We did that, so we have synchronization of something, but it didn't improve the signal enough. I wonder if Gorky can tell me. Gorky, buddy. What would cause high noise in the wide net reception? Best guess would be faulty hardware in the control panel that's interfacing with neighboring circuits. We determined that. Examine the instrumentation. Check if you smell something burning. I hope I don't smell anything burning. I'm gonna hover around and see if this eyeball pops up for me to like tell if anything. What's this? The whole Max Kills comic book limited series. It's a tale of a dog who goes crazy after someone kills his owner. He self-develops rabies, infects all the other dogs in the neighborhood, and then goes on a killing spree. They tried making it into a movie starring Stephen Landpigeon. Is Stephen Landpigeon a real person? But his performance as a rabid dog was so over the top they had to shelve it. Soul Commodore, holy hell! Yeah, I agree. There's times where this game will just slap you in the face with something like that. Like, oh, okay, that was dark. I'm supposed to check all the circuits and hardware to make sure, because we probably have something is not right in the circuitry. And according to the technical manual, the N2, the N1, the N2, and the N3 are maintenance tools. And I have no clue how to use the N2. Hey, Lurian! You know what? I forgot that I have shoutouts now. So we're going to give Soul a good shout out for being here. Definitely check him out. He does artwork as well. I might actually know Layat Lurian because of Soul Commodore, thinking about it. They both do artwork, and we're going to do a shout out for Layat Lurian also. And then, I don't know if Redria is still here, but all of these people are awesome. I enjoy watching all of them, whether or not I actually say hello in chat. I tend to be a lurker. Definitely, yeah, Soul Commodore does Nintendo games, does acrylic paintings on stream, which I love. I'm in love with the paintings. And then Layat Lorian, thank you so much for showing up. You've taught me so much with how to improve my V avatars and digital art skills, which I'm hoping to get back into at some point. And stream is often very funny to come into, so no problem for the shout outs. I appreciate y'all, and I think other people would too. You weren't following me? Well, welcome to the following people. I've been calling you guys membranes. That's what, like, members in the brain, membranes. Hello. I'm glad you like it. I appreciate that. So I've been spending, how long have we been streaming for? Over an hour? I've been spending this last hour trying to figure out how I'm supposed to boost this signal right here. And me and Soul Commodore were fiddling around with this right here to get this 100% synced up, hoping that it was going to improve our signal noise. And as far as I could tell, it didn't do anything. But our little AI Gorky here says that there's something wrong with the connections in the control panel. So I'm supposed to do maintenance, and I can't quite figure out what we're supposed to do exactly. And the N2 is a huge puzzle in itself because somebody who used to be on the space station decided to rewrite how it works using dice, and I can't access the dice, and I don't understand what he's saying. So, I mean, we just used the N1. By putting this card into the control panel and setting the Control 12 matrix, I can access the Bento system information. For example, the Bento's public key and control panel hardware specifications. And I think I have it. Do I have the N1 in right now? Yeah, that is the N1 chip. So maybe now that we have fiddled with... You're welcome, Redria! Layat Lorian, I have physical dice. Would it help to know how a die is laid out? Here, let's see what Salvatore says about the dice. Because I don't think it would help to know how a die is laid out. I don't think so, but it might. This is Salvatore's handwriting. He must have tampered with Bento's hardware in classic Salvatore style. There are sticky notes all over this space station from Salvatore, which we can explore in a minute if you guys want. The first dice indicates how many correct private key digits you entered, regardless of the correct position. So, die number 1 is supposed to tell you how many you have right. And then the second dice gives you a hint in order to find the correct position of the digits you entered. It tells you how much you must move a wrong place digit to put it in the correct position. For example, if you insert a digit in the second position, but the correct position was the 5th, it gives you the distance between 2 and 5, which is 3. So the second dice will have like 3, and it means that you're like 3 digits away from the correct spot. No problem, Soul Commodore. See you in a moment. If multiple digits are misplaced, it only gives you the largest of such distances and ignores the others. So if I have more than one wrong, it'll tell me the biggest number between the correct digits, but not which ones are wrong. And that's about all that it does. So while we sit on that for a minute, I'm going to change the control settings, because that's the settings it's supposed to give us the system information, the cryptography, which last time I had that in, it showed up on here, and now I don't know what. Now I do not know what. I thought I knew, and now I don't know. All the backseat gaming, totally welcome. Because puzzles just aren't necessarily my strong suit. Like, we've been on this one puzzle for a bit over an hour. And I usually take a break at an hour, but I am so dedicated to figuring out what the answer is in this situation. Maybe we should try the previous setting. Nope. So last time I had the N2 card in, something showed up on the display screen. Now I can't remember how it was supposed to show up on the display screen. Yes, we're trying to figure out the reason for the signal being so low. Back to the technical manual. The private keys, which we had insight, and it was like BEANO2, and then the private key was hidden, and I'm not sure what that's supposed to indicate. Let's see. Control 7, 8, check 5. That's not it. Oh. And then if I do that, so if both are down, all lights are on no matter what I do with the controls. And there's something about the dice. What's this? What's this? Oh, has that been the thing the whole time? I needed to check out this box right here. It's stuck. I can't open it with my bare hands. Has that been the thing the whole time, as I need to look in this box? If it's stuck and I can't open it with my bare hands, that must mean that there's a screwdriver somewhere? Hopefully. Ooh, what's that? Salvatore made this the day we met. In hindsight, maybe he didn't like me and was trying to insinuate that I'm a replicant. Well, that's sad face. The suspension of The suspension of disbelief device. Without it, the station would implode. Okay, so I'm gonna do a quick search here. I'm gonna do a quick search here for a screwdriver somewhere, and we can check out some of the things that Salvatore's left behind. Salvo loves analog data, Limulus, which I think it's a reference, but I haven't Googled it yet. Welcome back, Salvatore. Wow, I saw the S, and my brain said Salvatore from the game. Welcome back, Soul Commodore. Okay, my iguana's name is Baudelaire. I'm gonna introduce you all to Baudelaire. Hey, Baudelaire. What's up? ... Agree to disagree, but I hear you. I wonder what was said. Ooh, lava lamp. We're gonna put that on for a little while. But I don't see a screwdriver here. It said that I couldn't open the panel with my bare hands. So, what's that? It's a fuse to protect the oven by melting when too much electrical current flows through it. I call it martyrdom by electricity. Way to personify the devices in the station. Would this help? The right glove for the left hand. The right glove for the left hand. Punk never died for real. Sometimes I go through punk phases. I don't know if any of you guys have been into it. Quit leaving post-its everywhere. Yeah, no, I think all of these are from Salvatore, who was here before. Does that mean that these walls have an operating system? There are... Oh, I can see this one. Calypti. For a hummingbird. I don't know what that means. I've got to look up some of these things because I just don't know what they mean. Where? There has to be a screwdriver somewhere, right? Or a way to... There's got to be a way to open this box. But it says I can't with my bare hands. Interesting. Improve the signal-to-noise ratio by finding and removing interferences to the communication, which is part of decoding the mysterious signal. And I can't even retrieve my daily tasks until I figure out this mysterious signal. So what am I supposed to use to open the box? I connect the signal amplifier to the socket X1. How am I supposed to... Does the technical manual say anything about this mysterious box? I don't think it does. The synchronization, which we just figured out. The energy subsystem, which I can't do without more keys. And then the jumper's matrix, which is already all set. And I'm not seeing... By the way, I'm supposed to take these before I go to bed. And really trippy stuff happens if I do that. Limulus. If anybody wants to Google what limulus means, I would be interested to know what it's supposed to mean. By the way, this is our toilet. We do have to use it on occasion. What is this? A recent issue of T-Paz. T-P-A-Z? T-Paz? T-Paz. Featuring a homage to a classic cover from the past. Flush Bourbon's Inference Masquerade. That's a mouthful. That's a mouthful I'm not saying again. I have no idea what this hard disk stores, but something about Baudelaire. I don't see a poster of Flush Bourbon, the Space Avenger. I don't see a screwdriver or wrench anywhere. Nope. That's some old food that's gone bad. You know what? For the sake of it, we're gonna feed Baudelaire some more. We're gonna feed the happy little lizard. Open the hatch. Put some food in the hatch. And now we have a happy lizard. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. That's my alarm clock. That's a spoon. Wait, can I try to open it with a knife? Maybe I'm supposed to open it with a knife. Actually, let's pick up all of the silverware, just in case that's how we're supposed to open this panel. The wrong glove for the right hand, aka the uncomfortable proof that Brainco hates us all. And Brainco are the people that put me out here in space. I think I volunteered, but they're the ones that made it possible. So let's try using this with that. The knife fits the panel housing, but I can't pry it out. I should try something else. Let's use the fork then. Yeah, what the hell? How did this end up here? It must have interfered with all the signals. Oh, did you say something? Is that why you're always so relaxed, Gorky? Vibrations make me feel cuddled. Well, that's really disturbing. Can we take that out now? Can we remove this, please? Nobody knows who brought a vibrator here, and Gorky won't tell. Maybe I should try it sometime. Let's not, though. Can I remove it, or does just turning it off work? Can I put the panel back on so I don't have to look at that? I mean, it's worth a try. Someone was lonely. Yeah. Linux walls. Great. They're going to crash for reasons only real programmers understand. Limulus? Google says it's a king crab. A type of horseshoe crab. Okay, so Salvatore was using, like, the Latin name for horseshoe crab. And the reason I asked for that is because there's this sticky note all the way, is it this one? Yeah, Limulus, horseshoe crab. So, I get it now. I don't know what I get, but I get that. Okay, so now we have full signal. It says, please call me. Weird. Why is Brainco redirecting this on the radio frequency? Do I have to remember those frequencies? That frequency was never used by Brainco to communicate with the Bento. Please call me. How am I supposed to give this person a call? Well, we finally figured that out. We finally know what the hoopla is about that whole thing. So we can put some of these things back now, and maybe I'm allowed to eat. It's not break time yet. Do I have to call the person at this frequency? And how do would I use this? Okay, here we go. Okay. Hello, operator 8897CTR on the Bento station, responding to company call. Liat Lorian says he's making constellations, not a bad space pastime. Oh, he is making constellations. That's not a bad pastime in space, especially because there's like, the only thing you can really do to like entertain yourself here is play chess with Gorky, which again is not something I'm very good at. I went to chess club in school, but I lost every single game. It did not matter how much I learned. I believe we had a meeting scheduled. ... Hello, operator 8879CTR calling. Oh, thank God! Here! I'm here! Hi? Is there a problem? Sorry if I'm late, I've been stranded aboard the Corona transport ship for 33 days. Please send immediate rescue. My coordinates are... Wait, what are you talking about? Can you hear me? I repeat, I'm stranded aboard. Stranded aboard. Shell Smiley! Shelly! You are so welcome to lurk. Also, if you can hear me, what you making for dinner? Thank you so much for coming in, and I hope you're doing okay. I can hear you, but I don't understand. I get to hang out with Shell with another streamer that I watch, who I don't think is in chat right now, so I don't know if I can shout them out, but Kingdom Balance is a pretty awesome streamer also. I recommend all these people. Making some beef mushroom gravy and mashed potatoes with peas for dinner. Hell yeah! Speaking my language, that sounds amazing. Karl says, I can hear you, but I don't understand. Who am I talking to? My name is Ellie Katau. Katau? I'm a technician on the Corona. I'm the one who sent the distress call. Today I'm doing alright. Well, I mean, most of the day was honestly very stressful. So we're streaming later than usual on a Tuesday, but all October is going to be pop-up streams whenever we have the time and energy to do so. Because Octobers are just historically bad for my mental health. Distress call? I'm sorry, I misunderstood. Tell me what's happening. 33 days ago, there was an explosion in our T-quantum core. We shut it down to contain radiation, but we have no way to fix it. Even our gas engines are down. We are stranded. Our coordinates are L15, V768, in sector D42, W81. At what relative speed are you moving? We're almost still. Just 0.0085 ASI a day, roughly towards the center of the sector. I'm pretty sure if there's anybody who's a major science nerd would love how much there's numbers in this game. Rez! Rez! My good person, you are also getting a shout out today. It's good to see you. I'm still here. Karl is still here. Gorky, the sarcastic AI, is still here. Guy. Call you Guy. Alright, that's cool. Yes. If anytime I'm butchering your name or making it sound too awkward in chat, just let me know if you prefer me to tell you something else, because I forget to ask. I love seeing everybody talk. I'm gonna let you guys talk. Yeah. Rez or Guy? Okay. Alright. Yeah, so this game, it's really puzzle heavy. So, we spent like a good hour, 10 minutes just figuring out how to improve this signal. This is definitely an 18+ game. It's got cynicism and dark humor. And it turns out that the reason we were getting a poor signal of this person who's in distress asking for help right now is because there's actually a freaking vibrator in the control panel that was on, and I had to turn it off to improve the signal. So that's what kind of game we're playing today. I was not expecting that myself. Rez says, you ever play Superliminal? That game is mind-numbing puzzle at times. I have not played it, although I think I've heard about it, because I think I've heard about it, but I'm not really a puzzle game person. I mostly picked this puzzle game because it has, it deals with like emotional things and psychology things, which is my strong suit in conversation. So, like, I think I might check out Superliminal when I have, like, the funds to go into a deep dive of buying new video games. Because I've definitely heard about it. To the Moon is very emotional, too. Okay, then that's definitely something I might want to... Let me actually write that down real quick. To the Moon. Video game. To the Moon. Got it. And Superliminal. Yes. If I don't write it down, I won't remember. Kingdom Balance! Hey! Good to meet you, Mischief. You're out after a long time. How are you adjusting? It's totally okay if you hang out here. You're younger. So I just want you to know that there are like there's adult themes in this game. So like if anything, like sexual jokes or really depressive dark humor and cynicism, if that's not okay with you in your system, like be mindful, check in, make sure that you're all right. I don't want you to like get triggered or see anything harmful, just so that you know. Rez, I forgot how it was, but watch the streamer play it again. Great story. To the Moon will hit the feels a lot of times. Okay, great. Because the first game that I played here, you know what? I'm gonna switch to just chatting first. The first game that I actually played on stream was called Press Any Button, and it hits right in the feels. So you have this this AI, and this AI is trying to understand humanity and shows a lot of emotional, just a lot of emotional punch. Like, what is it to be human? What is it to value life? and stuff like that. And then the end of the game, like I actually had tears in my eyes, and my mod was like, "Oh, I cried all day, and then I showed up to cry some more." Because the end of the game also had to deal with like grief and suicide topics and stuff like that. So I look forward to the Moon, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to like make my avatar make like a crying face at some point if I'm gonna keep playing these emotional games all the time. Rez says I'm probably older than a lot here. Maybe. I'm only 30. Like I've lived 30 years on this planet so far. And a lot of people are like, wow, you're so young. Mischief is good at ignoring things you don't like, and Sajia says it's okay. All right, cool. Because I know Sajia is your guys' protector type, and okay. As long as you are good, and you don't get triggered by adult topics, you're one of the younger guardians. Word. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. We have multiple people in our brain. That's kind of something that we're open about on stream, and we have different avatars for it. And so there are people in our community that are like that too. So, L is asking, do you use VMagic Mirror? Try pressing numbers for facial expressions. I'm actually using, I'm still using Animes, because I tried to download VMagic. I tried to download the VMagic Mirror, but I don't have a program on my computer that will let me unzip and extract files right now. So I'm trying to figure that out, because I had 7-zip. 7-zip. Cool, because I had WinWar at some point, but I guess I only had a free trial, and I've been kind of, I haven't had the brain space to look for a new way to unzip files. So I just wrote down 7-zip to extract it, because I do really want to play with other animating programs. Yeah, awesome. Okay, I wrote that down. WinWar is weird. They just can't decide if they are free or not. Yeah! Yeah! Rez, you think a name like Animes would have all different facial expressions? You would think. They did recently add a whole bunch of like dances, but some of the dances are like 2 minutes long. I was playing with before I started stream, and like I don't necessarily want to do that. I can do an embarrassed face. I can do a sigh. I can do. I should throw some of these in the custom spots. I can do confusion by pressing 1. Although I need to probably zoom out. There we go. Confusion. I can do love. Tea made, food heating up. I'm not familiar with Animes, unfortunately, so I have no advice. You're not the only one I know who uses it, and I still have no idea. Yeah, Animes is free on Steam. And it also lets you make 2D avatars, and it has selections for custom 3D avatars, and then it has a huge selection of pre-made avatars that you can use. Like this avatar right here, I made in VRoid, and then actually with your help, L, I was able to import it into Animes. But Animes also comes with a free side program that lets me, when I figure out how to do it, when I make the time for that, I can make 2D avatars too. So I think so many people might use it largely because it's you know, the whole free aspect is nothing to laugh at. It's very helpful. Okay. Chai tea, Pop-Tarts, nougat, panda macaroon. Shelly, what kind of tea are you having? Rez says, been around forever and still shot back and forth so many times. With WinWar. Right, you're right. I am trying to keep up with chat. This is the most active chat has ever been. You guys are making me, like, I feel so special right now. I feel loved. Okay. Let's make sure that my chat isn't frozen. Shelly is also having chai tea. Rez says, so I know where... Oh, my thingy is goofing up. Okay. I know a streamer uses the raccoon face from the title. Yes! Yeah, one of the alters in our system has actually claimed one of the werewolf faces that is automatically in the whole situation. The black cat in the background. I'm a huge fan of the beanbag chair. That's the beanbag chair, like right over here. I want a beanbag chair so bad. I haven't had one since I was a kid, and I just think they're amazing. They're so comfy, especially if you get a big enough one. Yeah, it's nice when you have to catch up, right? Yeah, I'm doing a lot of that right now, especially because we're helping you level up your chat skills. Thank you, Mischief, because yeah, it's gonna take a while. Talking to yourself is kind of bitch. Word. I'm gonna approve that comment. Even though it got flagged, I'm gonna approve it regardless. Shell, I love your voice. It's very nice to listen to. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I hope so, because I love sitting in on streams where the person's voice is just wonderful to listen to. Soul Commodore needs to go get a snack now. Absolutely. Go get a snack. Feel free to tell us what you're having. Sorry, I speak my mind a lot. Hey, within reason, it's totally fine. Within reason. It's not res less I get auto-modded at least once per stream. Yeah, I get that. I've actually spent so much time in other communities where like swearing is strictly not allowed, and like I have a really hard time. Like I've definitely been flagged a few times myself, but at the same time I find like there's also times where I'm welcome to cuss, but I censor myself anyway. Let's get back to the game real quick. Have some sippies and figure out still were you stationary when the explosion occurred, and let's see if I can practice gaming while talking to people at the same time, because it's awesome having all of you here. Thank you so much for coming by, participating, saying things, sharing what you're eating for food, because you all have some amazing taste. Or at least stuff that I would like. Still, were you stationary when the explosion occurred? Look, that's irrelevant now. Just come here and rescue us, please. This is a space lighthouse, I can't move it. Or, hey, you want my help, you have to answer my questions. Let's go with the practical answer. I don't want to be a jerk to somebody who's like actually stranded in space. More than welcome to lurk, Rez. Enjoy your pepperoni pizza. I am also basic, especially when it comes to pizza. Not that I have a lot, because I have celiac, so like, there's not a lot of places that I can get pizza, and the frozen pizza, like anything for celiac, like the gluten-free version is so expensive, man. It's not alright. Fuck! I've been sending this signal for 26 days and you're the first one that answered. I'm panicking. I've been panicking for weeks. In 34 days, a ship will come by to bring a full cargo of supplies to the Bento. I could reroute them as soon as they're near. Fuck! What's your name? Karl. Karl Hamba. Yeah, Elle, I do also have the celiac. And Rez's sister has celiac. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Pretty much it kills any socializing at all. Like, people like to go out to places to eat, and I have to beg them to let me make something at home. I will make you pork chop dinner. Just, please let's not go to a restaurant. I could not have celiac. I'd panic. I love all food. Well, most food. Yeah, I figured it... Well, me and the doctors figured it out when I was like 20. And it was hard. Like, I finally got to a place where I don't cheat that often. Like, I don't have things that have gluten in it as often, but it was an absolute nightmare. And for like 6 months, all I ate was salad. And so now I can't stand salad anymore. Your sister pretty much makes her own food. Yeah, that's pretty much the only way to do it, because even gluten-free labeled stuff, that can have up to 20 parts per million, which if you're extra sensitive, that hurts. That does damage. Karl, listen to me, please. We really don't have 34 days. Why? Are your food reserves? We finished those a long time ago. I think it came on because she was vegan and then went back to meat. I think her body got so used to it and now she has to be very picky. That can happen. Yeah. Yeah, that... Elle says, I almost died. That's how I got diagnosed. Oh, Lord. I was on the verge of going in and out of hospitals for it. I had no clue what was happening. And I actually ended up going to college for nutrition for a while before I was diagnosed, to try to figure out what was happening with my gut. But like, because I have dissociative disorder, I didn't know how much pain I was in until I had 2 weeks of completely gluten-free food. And I was like, oh wow, I'm not supposed to be bloated 24/7 with extreme pain, unable to bend over and tie my shoes. Long ago are those days. But I like that it's at least given me the opportunity to cook more and to get more familiar with making my own food. Not that I get extravagant with it at all. I pretty much make the same 2 things every dinner. But it's really nice to kind of have the excuse to learn how to use spices. Finished the food a long time ago. Fuck. I see we're finally on the same page. It's nice when doctors help you figure out what is wrong. It is nice, because sometimes doctors don't help. It took a while, actually. And a family member told me I should get screened for celiac, because I guess it can run in families. So I talked to my doctor about it, and at the time I had a really nice doctor who was more than willing to do that. It's wild to eat something and then not be in pain for the rest of the day. I know, right? It is genetic. Okay. Yeah, I think I got it from my bio dad, actually, because my mom, she can have all the wheat bread in the world. She's fine. And, like, she didn't understand it, so, like, she made fun of me for, like, my mom is a whole head case. We're not going to go into that right now. The only way for us to get food at this point would be to start killing people. Let's not do cannibalism in space. Let's have you guys seen Firefly? If I mention Reavers, thank you for the lurk, Rez. If I mention like Reavers at this point, would you guys know what I'm talking about? Because like if they go cannibal in space, it reminds me of Reavers. Lily loves Firefly. Excellent. Maybe I can use the radio to find another ship in the vicinity. And are you talking about cannibalism? We know that they're talking about cannibalism, so we're gonna focus on what's important here. Please do that. Everything is broken here, and I can only send this weak signal that apparently everyone is ignoring. We are in the outer frontiers. Very few ships come around. That is so not comforting me. I beg you, find a way to save us. You're our only hope. I'm going to try immediately. Wait there. There is 0 chance of me going anywhere. Okay, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you, Karl, and please hurry. Karl, please don't forget about your tasks. The task can wait, Gorky. I understand. That was only a reminder. I'm not heartless. Okay, technically I am heartless, but you know what I mean. Okay. Welcome back, Soul Commodore. Peanut butter and raisins. Yeah. Get the protein. I know you just came back, Soul, but I'm actually gonna take a break. What's happened in the game so far? Maybe you were listening. We figured out the weak signal. It was a distress signal from a ship that's completely run out of food. They're on the verge of cannibalism. I'm their only hope, but we are like in the outskirts of where anybody shows up. So we have to find a way to solve these puzzles to send a radio signal for somebody to help these people before they turn into Reavers. So I'll probably be back before the end of the timer, but I'm going to throw up our intermission screen that has a 10-minute countdown. I like all the buttons. I want to press all of them. I know, they're pretty great. I hope you can hear the noises. They make very satisfying clicky noises. Just to help you appreciate them. Okay, alright. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. Most people are having snacks and everything already. Normally I say go ahead and have yourselves a snack, get a drink, etc., whatever. Stretch. I will see you all in a moment. Feel free to check out other streamers if you want to. I look forward to talking to you when I get back if you're still here. See you guys in about 10 minutes. have the mic on? I think I do. Back from break. The chat's so interesting. I'm really glad you like the overlay. I really wanted like a space theme kind of thing, or like galaxy, or something to do with circuitry to kind of, I don't know, express the inside of the mind, how it can be like so imaginative and creative. And I absolutely love stars. And that new reading chair does sound absolutely perfect. We have this really comfy leather chair that we like to read in. It's a recliner too, so I can pop my feet up, and we put some fairy lights around it, which is really nice. But yeah. Yeah. Singularity's Ring I highly recommend because, well, if you ever want to understand what it's like to be multiple people in one head, it's an interesting insight into how that can kind of be. And it's very sci-fi. It's kind of dystopian, futuristic sci-fi, where like humans have been so genetically modified that the default human is genetically modified human, and they all function as like a group of people who can exchange memories and thoughts and feelings. And it's just a really fascinating story, and that's about all I can tell you without really spoiling any of it. And I forget who wrote it. I think it was Paul Melko. I don't know if you're familiar with him as an author, but there's some sci-fi authors I really like. And I'm gonna have to tell Stream Elements to chill out a little bit with all of the updates. it is like top tier recommend. If you like sci-fi at all, top tier recommend. And then if you just want like another perspective of how being human is, and emotions and thoughts and how those work, it's I'm in love with it. I actually donated it to this little library box we have nearby at like the health department in my town. There's this little box, like how they have those boxes for like food, clothing, and necessities for homeless people. They instead have a library box where you can go through, and people have donated all kinds of books to this little library box, and then you can put any books that you want to donate into it yourself. So there's always a treasure in that little box. I love going by it when I go for walks. Need some water. All right. Shall we try to save these people from their inevitable cannibalism on this space station? Yeah, I might need to tell Stream Elements to chill out a little bit, but I'm not sure. Let's time it out for 600 seconds. That might do it. It's a little aggressive right now. Okay. So, our new task is to broadcast something. So we don't need the broadcast signal anymore. But how do we send out a message? Do I have the coordinates? The diary is between me and Gorky. Ellie. Let's see, the coordinates have to be in here somewhere, right? Ellie's pissed off. Ellie needs rescue. Aha. So let's... Oh, I don't think I can memorize that. And it doesn't give me anybody I can send it to, so that's probably not what we need. But we can use the radio, I bet. Let's see. Let's refer to the technical manual. Oh, the beacon. So TR4, maybe TR4 to TR7, TR4 to TR7. TR4 to TR7, and let's do the input-output the other way. Come on, if you just wanted to play the piano, you should have chosen another job. Gorky, tell me how to send a radio signal. How do we send the radio? Ah, SOS. Bento station here. This is an emergency broadcast. Please reply. I repeat, this is an emergency. Someone answered. This is the second mate of the warship Khan, flying under Great Low banners on diplomatic mission. Greetings, this is operator Karl on the Bento station. I have a stranded transport ship in immediate need of rescue. Please wait. ... Oh, she looks cool. I don't know how to do a voice for her. I kind of want to channel Queenie, but I don't know how. She's taking a nap. Captain D. Gray Maggio speaking. What's the ruckus? Glad I found you, Captain. I have a big problem here. I imagined so. That's the only reason my second mate would have interrupted my tea break. Hey, shout out for tea, chai tea. I wonder what Captain De Grey Maggio is drinking for tea. Sorry for the interruption, but I'm afraid this problem is not my cup of tea. Or I have a transport ship in dire need of rescue and food. I'm gonna go with the first one because I don't want to sass her enough that she just won't help. I have a transport ship in dire need of rescue and food. First things first, I don't recall you introducing yourself. I identified with your second mate. I thought he reported it. It's a matter of both etiquette and policy. Adequate. I'm so good at pronouncing things, guys. Sure, I'm the operator of this Bento station, Karl Hamba. What part of ship in dire need of rescue didn't you get, Captain? Or, forgive me, Captain, but screw etiquette, this is an emergency. Oh, now I kind of want to sass her. You know what? Does chat have a preference? Do we pick one of the sassy options, or do we stick to being nice? Forgive me. Screw etiquette. Sass will probably waste more time. That's what I'm thinking too. I'm also thinking Sass might waste more time. Oops. I pressed the wrong button. Hold on. There we go. Game screen's back open for me. Alright, let's stick to business. Okay, operator. You may proceed. You have to change course towards these coordinates. L15, V768, Sector D42, W81. You will find the Corona transport ship there. Prepare to take on board and assist up to 76 malnourished, dehydrated crew members. You are taking a lot of things for granted, operator. What? This ship is carrying political representatives of the Great Low on a diplomatic mission. We simply don't change course. Captain, please listen to me. I gave you the Corona's coordinates. This whole crew is going to die if you don't help. You must adhere to the Sea and Space Treaty. You have to go. I will report you if you don't help them. I'm going to go with the second one. Now listen to me, operator. I am good at my job because I adhere to rules. While we're talking, I did consider your plight so much that my tea is now cold. Yeah, no, she's under my skin now. Why, you? This ship is a behemoth that goes straight to its target. Veering from that would be absurd and unnatural. You might not like it, but we float in different waters than you and the Corona. For what it's worth, you might as well consider us to be in a parallel, untouchable universe. Wow. Are you saying you're indifferent to the plight of 76 human lives? I am not. My thoughts and prayers go to them. Oh, no. But my primary obligation is to this mission. Oh, no, I don't like her anymore. I liked her haircut. And I liked that she was drinking tea. Now I don't like her at all. You have a behemoth of a spaceship on a diplomatic mission. You would think it would be good diplomacy to, like, take care of others. Elle says, that's a true tragic happenstance. Cold tea is sadness. She looked like a rebel, but it turns out she's a bootlicker. I'm getting that impression too. Like, she does not actually care. They have a high-tech ship and they can't reheat tea. You know, she might be such a particular person that she personally will not enjoy reheated tea. I definitely know people who would not stick it back in the microwave after it's gotten cold, saying that it tastes very different, and it can taste different. I love tea to the point where I can tell you what temperature to boil green tea versus black tea at, but this is a little excessive, in my opinion. The Sea and Space Treaty has a range limit, and we're simply out of range of those coordinates. So I'm going to carry on. Good luck, operator. I sincerely hope you find another way. Wow. Wow. So much for the rebel vibe. You can't do this. Click. What? Captain? Captain! They cut off the communication, Karl. There's no one else out there. She can't abandon 76 people. Do you think they're really out of range? She seemed more worried about her tea than about checking those coordinates. Yeah. If we pinpoint their position, we could see if she was telling the truth. And if she wasn't, you could blackmail her posh ass. Soul Commodore says, well, y'all, I gotta head to the gym, but it was great hanging out with y'all. Thanks for the stream, Xanity. I'm gonna leave a lurk in the meantime. It was fantastic having you around. I hope the gym works for you. Well, I hope you have a good time at the gym. Have fun running in place. Thank you so much for coming by and leaving a lurk. It meant a lot to having you raid here. Let's do another shout out for Soul Commodore. He does Nintendo games and artwork, and I strongly suggest checking out that gallery link in his Twitch channel because it's one of my favorite styles of artwork. I'm not just blowing smoke here. I really love the artwork that you make, Soul Commodore. So thank you for coming by, and stay hydrated. Also, can we appreciate Gorky just called her a posh ass? Gorky's been spending a lot of time with people on the space station and has learned how to talk like us. No worries. Thanks for the shout out and the kind words. I like your community here. Well, thank you. I'm also enjoying my community. Y'all are very lovely people. I think I'd like to see that. So we're gonna try to blackmail her. It looks like the captain got on your nerves, or that's a great idea. I'm going with that's a great idea. Ooh, that tingled. Gorky, 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 be appropriate. Be appropriate. You're an AI. I mean, I know we found a dildo in your box there, but like, my goodness. Okay, so what's that? First, I need to figure out the coordinates of the Khan warship. I have a feeling that its obnoxious captain is full of shit. If she can prove she's in the Corona's range, if I can prove she's in the Corona's range, I can call her out on her lies and force her to help. Okay, so we need to find the coordinates of the ship. Gorky, tell me how to do this. How do I find Gray's position? Try using the Discovery service in the mainframe. If you connect to some other system in the Discovery panel, you could calculate the distance from Gray's ship. Okay, so Discovery service in the mainframe with the Discovery panel. How do I set up a duplex link to WideNet? You need to set up a duplex path between HF antenna and modem and mainframe. Check the manual for this. Look for the jumpers panel. With that, you can set connections between systems. So, high frequency antenna to the modem to the mainframe. Which I think I already know how to do offhand, actually. But we're going to look at the manual just to be sure. Thank you for the lurk. Oh, I might have said that already. But, you know, I glanced at chat and that was the first thing I saw. So TR2 to the mainframe. TR2 to TR6. TR2 to TR6. TR2 to TR6. And that should do it, right? Is that all Gorky said? Antenna, modem, and mainframe. Antenna, modem, and mainframe. So the antenna to the modem to the mainframe. Right. And for a data path, A to B, B to C, A, B, C, B, A. Okay, so antenna to modem to mainframe, right? Antenna to modem to mainframe. Okay, alright. And modem is 7, mainframe is 6. So antenna to modem to mainframe. Did that do it? Did that? Antenna to modem. And then probably modem to mainframe. I think that's it. And then is there a discovery panel? What's the discovery panel? What? What is the discovery panel? That was kind of Gorky's voice. Is there a discovery panel? Beacon, the atmosphere, nope. None of these are quite labeled the discovery panel. Aha. I need to create a duplex path between the high frequency antenna, the modem, and the mainframe to use this. So this will work when I have this properly figured out. Oh, TR2 to TR6, and then TR6 to TR7. So if I take that one away, no. TR2 to TR6. It's the panel where they show ancient aliens. Oh, that's a blast in the past. Didn't they have an episode about mermaids being aliens? Okay, alright, so we're gonna look at this again. Because mischief is helping us. The second one is reversed. Okay. TR2 to TR6, and then TR6 to TR7, or TR6 to TR7. Uh-oh. And it's a puzzle for a reason. Okay. TR6 on top and TR7 on left. So TR6 to TR7. Well, we got number 1 lit up. TR6 on top to TR7 on the left. TR2 to TR6. And then I think we need one more. The panel where they find ancient aliens. Oh, the high frequency antenna. So we need to connect the high frequency antenna to the modem and then to the mainframe. The one that we need is TR2. So, like here, so TR4 to TR8 to TR1. And we want to go TR2 to TR7 to TR6. TR2 to TR7, TR7 to TR6. Uh-oh. Puzzle time with chat. Yeah. Doing puzzles with chat, doing puzzles with chat. Okay. The first one is wrong. TR2, TR7. So TR2 on the left to TR7 on the top. Hey! HF antenna to the modem to the mainframe. You know, I actually made this connection not that long ago. TR2 on top and then TR7. Okay, TR2, TR7 here. TR2 to TR7. And so TR2 to TR7, then TR7 to TR6. Well, I'm glad that the background music is so serene, honestly. Input to output, that should be right. Okay, because in order to create, this creates 2, but it wants us to make a duplex path, which is A to B to C. A to B to C. So the TR2 TR2, TR6, TR2, TR7, TR6. TR2, TR7, TR6. Let's study the manual for a second. So duplex path. So A would be TR2, B would be TR7, and then C would be TR6. So input TR2 to the modem TR7, and then we want TR7 input to go to the TR6 mainframe. Well, that should be it. You should be doing this without my help. Oh, duplex is different from data. I was doing data. Yeah, no, it's really tricky, right? There's so much information. I don't even know if the crossbar switch information right here is important or not. Like I haven't a clue how important that may or may not be. But we do want to get I wonder if I can use the cheats here. Cheat. Ah! Ha! I cheated. So what we needed was the TR7 and the TR6 inputs to connect, or the TR2, TR6 to connect to the TR7. Well, Gray's ship is not visible. She probably disabled ping replies. Dang. That's illegal, isn't it? In deep space, it's open to interpretation. Gray did look like do not disturb, Captain. Maybe I can infer her position by determining her distance from other points in space. Good idea. I'm glad I've been a good teacher. I was never your student. You simply don't know it. Right, use this post-it note to write down the calculations we need to pinpoint Gray's position. Post-it notes for the win! Okay. Alright, so we're trying to figure out if we can blackmail this captain or not. This is quite... I don't know what any of that means. Oh, goodness. Okay. Oh, just barely made it in. What language is this? It's Serbian, the language of my favorite jazz trumpet player. A Serbian jazz trumpet player. I want to look them up now. Okay. Stream elements, you can chill out just a little bit. So I just gotta pick one of these. Because I did not study Serbian. It seems it wants to make a phone call. So maybe not that. Maybe the second one. I don't know what this means. We're trying to locate Gray, so maybe we can call Gray. Mischief says, I'm not good at brain games as much as Lily and Sajia are. I'm better at other games. I get you. Absolutely. I'm not even sure who in our system is any good at puzzle games. Some of us are, like, can do mental math really fast. And honestly, if you asked me to add together in my head more than 5, my brain would collapse. Okay. Wow, old-fashioned dial tone noises. That is gorgeous. This is the second mate of the embassy ship Khan. Okay, that didn't really give me anything. But maybe the journal said something. I don't know what any of this means. I don't know what it means. I think she gave us her ASI. Somewhere back here. Oh no, wait, was it Ellie that gave us her ASI? It was. Ellie was like negative something, 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 something. Mischief says, I think some of the numbers in the message is the distance to the ship from the Serbian place. I think so too. But the only things I can put in the sticky note, there's the chats with Ellie, are like the ASI. So Ellie is at 4085. Oh, I can't calculate Ellie though. What? Gorky, tell me how to do this. How do I find Grace's position? You could trilaterate her position by finding her distance from 3 different points in space. If you connect to some other system in the Discovery panel, you should be able to do it. Okay. Logs. Back to menu. Ping. Oh, private key. I don't know what it would be. Does it have letters? Okay, so I remember way earlier, I think it was BEACO02. I think it was BEAC 02. Okay, that's not it, because the current private key ends in FE. So, my goodness, this game is so challenging you. But there was here. So the N2 with this activation code. Yeah? The N2. Oh. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. But we have the N2 in there. My brain is mush. I think some of the numbers in the message is the distance to the ship from the Serbian place. Okay, I just read that. And yeah, I think that's true. We need to find the private key. And this is for private key activation. For OAC private keys. Can you call the ship from this location? Yeah. I think That's the Corona. That's the Con warship. Phone call. How do I make a phone call? Okay, so if we call... Who is this? Embassy Ship Con here. So the delay was 10.4 seconds. Connection reset by tier, updating log done. Ping. We need... Better not. If I hide a remote system, then I won't be able to connect it to anyone. I need to find out the ASI of each satellite ship, which I think I do by pinging. Maybe I can start with the Bento, and that would work. Oh, they updated the log? The logs. Oh. So the log with Malpraso? Oh, when I called, they updated the log. This log. This log. Well, the diary only has so much. The Malpraso log. Okay. The ID, distance, and protocol. Which, why do I feel like I need a whole notebook for all this? Distance 101. Yeah. Distance is 101. And the delay was 10.4 seconds, and the ID was 95549. Protocol 4.3. 101 for the Malpreso, which was satellite 2. 101. Wait. Okay. And then maybe we can do a similar thing with Sat Philo. Yeah, we are trying to get the 3 distances. Oh. Okay. That's not it. Well, negative S was 8826.12. Negative P is 200. Negative R is 5. And then there's something 16.3S. So we could assume... Is the first or second number? Check the logs to see the number. Okay. Check the Malpreso logs? Malpaso logs? Starty. That distance is still 101. What about the Bento? Satellite 1 logs. The satellite 1 is all in Serbian, though. And that's kind of... I don't see logs for this one. Let's see. Maybe the distance is 158? Yeah, we can try 158. Perhaps, maybe. We also have 16.3 and 92203, which was the ID, and then the point number was the delay, and then the protocols is probably 6.39, so then the distance should be 158, hopefully, ideally. 158. Can I manually? No, I got it. Whoop. There we go. Okay. And then, how do we find the bento? Maybe it'll tell us in the logs now. Ping it. No. Logs. Peak log. Nothing. Dial up. Heck. So we're gonna say probably 200. Is someone seriously making prank calls in space? No. No, not making prank calls on purpose per se. The delay was 18.4, and I'm guessing that the 8,826 is the ID. I want to say the protocol is 5. You're not chatting too much. Check the logs to see the distance. Okay, we can check the logs in a second. Oh, but the last time that I did this call, the delay was 18.3 seconds, and now it's 18.4 seconds. Which is an interesting change. So the menu and the logs. Ah! Aha! Haha! It didn't show me this last time. It didn't show me this last time. So, distance is 179. I think I got it right. Yeah! Gray is less than 2 days travel from the corona. Now that she's cornered, she'll have to listen to me. Last time you didn't have the mainframe and antenna connected, so couldn't measure it maybe? My memory's not that good, to tell you the truth. Memory is not that good right now. Alpaca Venom. Want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, and viewers on viewers. Alpaca Bellum, you sound like a bot, and I'm probably going to ban you. I don't want to be famous. There's a spam message, ban hammer. Okay, thank you. Oh, no, 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 wrong button. Wrong button. No, how do I undo that? How do I unban? How do I unban? I accidentally banned Kingdom Balance. No, this is the first time I've used this stuff. Okay, hold on. We're gonna go to Discord and figure this out real quick. How do I save? How do I unban somebody? Oh boy. They haven't sent me an unban request. I goofed. I goofed. How do I see? Is there a list of people banned? There we go. Not me trying not to panic. I have not found it. I'm learning all kinds of things this stream. Moderation. Moderation. Alright, and then in moderation I have... Ah, there's the list. It's titled Ban Chatters and Unban. Okay. 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 I'm so sorry. Thank you, Elle, for helping me fix that, and thank you, Mischief, for being such a good sport about being accidentally banned. The downsides of like chat moving when you're trying to click a button, I swear. Oh my goodness. Where's the embarrassment emoji? There it is. I need a minute to compose myself. That was so goofy. And yeah, that seemed very obviously a spam message. Like, well, just first of all, I don't want to be famous. And no, I'm not going to pay for followers. I'm not. Other people might do fine taking things that method, and that's just not who I am, though. I'm not. Mistress says, Lily almost banned the wrong people, too. Okay. We all go through this at some point or another, I'm guessing. On that note, I should probably, because my brain is turning into sludge, probably cap this stream today at 3 hours. Elle says I have mods because I'm a dumbass. Yeah, I'm trying to find who's most appropriate to make mods. I have 2 friends right now who are my mods, but one is a parent. So they have to prioritize their child. And streaming this late at night, like they let me know that if I'm streaming like at this time, they probably can't do moderation, which is entirely fair. And then my other moderator lives in the United Kingdom. So for them right now, it's like it's like 5 in the morning and they should be asleep. So my 2 mods are kind of like probably sleeping right now. I let them know I was streaming. But like I also let them know like there's no pressure to show up. Like they entirely volunteered to take over it. And when I get more comfortable with other people on Twitch, I'm thinking that's when I'll probably ask some people if they would like to mod and see what it is that they can offer, what kind of times they can offer, and what their philosophies are. Because I don't want to accidentally pick somebody up who willy-nilly bans somebody for like cussing or making jokes or something like that. Oh my goodness. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you so much, Elle and Mischief. Thank you for taking that so well. Like, that means a lot. We're gonna try to resume calling Gray, which I think we do through Malpaso. Oh, no, not that. Here, this, now that we have the coordinates. Al says, I have a bunch of mods, kind of by accident. I didn't know how to keep people from being constantly timed out, so I made a bunch of my friends who came in early moderators. Right, yeah. Honestly, my real-life friend group is tiny. Like, I went through a thing a year ago, and it kind of showed some true colors of some people that I just couldn't keep around anymore. So, Kingdom Bell. Oh, that's a cute emoji. Heart emoji for mod. Is that universal? 2nd mate of the Warship Khan speaking. This is Karl Hamba from the Bento station. Patch me in with the captain, please. Something from Shell Smiley. Okay. Alright. I might have to... I think I'm following Shell Smiley. But I'm not... I'm subbed to, like, nobody unless I get gifted, because that's a whole budget in itself. That's the Twitch one. Okay. Some emotes are so tiny, it's so hard to read or see what they're supposed to be, but it looks like a heart with a sword through it. Can't see the game, I need to switch screen. Thank you! You can tell when I'm frazzled. I'm gonna do, like, 30 minutes more tops, and then I should probably call it a night just to save save my brain from evaporating. It's already melted, obviously, but like if we can keep it from evaporating, it'll probably congeal itself back. The captain is not interested. Please stop calling. I pinpointed your position. I know where you are, well in range for the Corona's rescue. ... Wait a moment. Karl, I can't say I missed you. L65, V314, Sector D41, W81. I know exactly where you are. Oh dear, that sounds so ominous. I was afraid you would pull something like that. I have to ask, how did you do it? This ship should be more secretive than my emotions. I have my ways. Now can we deal with what is important, like saving people? Or this is a space lighthouse. I can find whoever the hell I want. Yeah, she's not on my good side anymore, so I'm gonna pick, like, the sassier options from now on, because she's not trustworthy. My, you must be so proud of yourself. Not as much as you should be ashamed of yourself. Ashamed? I'm highly trained professional. Shame is for amateur and hypocrites. You sound more like a highly experienced sociopath. Which, I did some studies, and sociopath is not actually a medical thing. Psychopathy, psychopath, that's a medical thing, but that's like an umbrella term too. Fun facts. Random mental health fun facts. That is so naive. It makes you almost look cute. Whatever floats your boat, Captain. Can we please talk about the rescue now? I refuse to do that. I have your position recorded along with the Coronas, ready to be sent via Q-beam. I have all the time in the world here. If you don't comply, I will send that data to any and all sectors authorities. As soon as you dock somewhere, you will be tried and thrown in jail for the rest of your life. Will I? This is a great low ship full of political representatives. They are the authorities. You're smart enough to know you will make the right decision and change course. And if they don't change the law for the ship's captain, they'll throw you to the wolves without any remorse. Oh. Do I appeal to the people she's working for turning against her? Or do I appeal to her being smart? I think it'd be better to point out that the people she's working for could turn on her. Because so far, like, she has enough pride and ego that I don't think any appeal to her pride or ego will actually do anything. And they won't change the law for a ship's captain. They'll throw you to the wolves without any remorse. Yet they will also pay me handsomely for choosing duty over my career. With money like that, prison can be a luxury resort. Damn it. And so here we are, a binary decision. Be fired or go to jail. Why fired? It's a diplomatic mission. Just tell them you're taking a scenic detour. Or, this is not between getting fired or going to jail. This is between letting people die or saving them. Die or save them. I know, I'm screwed anyway. I might as well not screw the corona too, huh? Give me 1 minute. I think it worked. Fuck! Third mate! What happened? I think she's gonna... Okay, it's done. In half an hour, the passengers will be tied to boom chairs. And oh, how they're going to love it. And in 1 hour, we'll be done maneuvering and on an intercept course with the Corona. We'll be there in under 2 days. Now fuck off and die, Karl. Wow. Wow, Gray. Wow. I'm glad you took the right decision, or fuck you too. You know, this game is just so cynical and dark. We're gonna tell Gray to fuck off too. Click. Wow. That was a whole ordeal. Gorky, will you let me eat food now? It's not break time yet. Gorky. My boy. Oh, I should probably call the Corona and let them know help is on the way. Karl, yes, it's Ellie. I'm here. I managed to... Did you find help? Is someone coming? Someone will be there in about 2 days. Don't panic. I have good news. Yes, but are you alright? I don't think I could do anything if she wasn't alright, but we're gonna try. I'm so not alright, but wait. Did you say yes? Yes, you're going to be rescued, Ellie. A ship is coming in approximately 2 days. Yes! Oh, Karl, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, if I pick that convincing the ship's captain was complicated but worked out in the end, that lets Ellie know that there might be, like, challenges dealing with the captain that picks them up, because, like, who knows, right, how they're going to act towards the people that they're rescuing. Or I'm glad I could help. Because saying I didn't do much is a lie. Those puzzles were hard. This one. I never had much love for ship captains, but you did it, Karl. You saved me from madness and worse. If I didn't feel this weak from starving, I would dance a little. I'm a pretty good dancer, you know? I bet you are. Oh, you better. And with all this starving, now I even look like a ballet dancer. Yikes. Woo. I guess I sound a little mad, don't I? It's alright, you deserve it. Just a little, but in a good way. Ah, the good mad woman, bad mad woman conundrum. As long as I am mad good, I can live with that. Be mad good at everything you do. Who's coming to save us? I hope it's not some corporation ship, but hey, I don't care even if it is. It's a Great Low warship, big corporation, I'm afraid. Great Low? It does ring a bell, but I can't place it. It's all good anyway, as long as they rescue us, they'll be my heroes forever. Karl, yes? I didn't want to die. I really, really want to live. I know, Ellie. This might sound like a rhetorical statement, but think about it. How many times did you stop to truly consider if you wanted to live? A few times, but I understand your point. A few times, it's not that unusual. Probably never, you're right. A few times, but I understand your point. I hope that when that happened to you, your answer was a strong yes. Both from Karl's perspective and my own perspective, this is awkward, so I'm going to make a joke. Maybe it is. Don't be a buzzkill. Well, that's me, Grouchy Baloney. Who? Nothing. It was something Eshy used to call me. Eshy? My daughter. Hey, I'm sorry, Ellie. I have to go now. I understand. Absolutely. You were already so kind. I mean, you totally saved me. I didn't. Can I ask you one last favor? Sure. Can you call me tomorrow just to check on me? It's great that someone is coming, but these 2 days are still going to be tough. Don't worry. Everything's going to be okay, and I'll call you tomorrow. Thank you, Karl. Bye then. Bye, Ellie. Click. You're being weirdly nice, Karl. Is it because she reminds you of your daughter? What? That topic is off limits, Gorky. You know it's off limits. Don't even. As you wish. Oof. Yeah, if you weren't here for the last stream, his daughter died. Mischief says, I need to go have lunch now. Thank you for letting me hang out here. Absolutely, Mischief. I'm glad that it was a safe stream for you to chill out in. Your system is always welcome on any of our streams as long as, you know, it's not going to harm you in any way. And I hope you enjoy your lunch. Thank you so much for being by, helping us figure out the puzzles, and let's give your channel a quick shout out. I do strongly recommend Kingdom Balance. They do indie games, and on Fridays they're doing a series with Control, and I don't know if Rez is still listening at all, but I think we were talking about Control and the Remedy series in your stream yesterday. Kingdom Balance is doing a Friday special with that, and it's a whole production. It's really well done. So, enjoy your lunch. Okay, so finally, after all of that, we can get to the daily tasks. Yeah. Daily tasks, then eat something, and then take a nap. So, daily task. Play the radio beacon. Find coordinates for most radiating star in the specific constellation and set up a duplex communication with Branko. Play the radio beacon. Synchronize the low-frequency antenna with the current carrier, connect the beacon keyboard to it, and play Arpeggio del Radio Faro in ascending fashion. Well, that's a whole thing. So, low-frequency antenna to the beacon. The low-frequency antenna. Synchronize the low-frequency antenna with the current carrier. Connect the beacon to the playboard. You know, I wonder if, okay, so we need to unclick these and then set up that. but we also need to connect the low frequency antenna with the high frequency antenna. Low frequency to the beacon keyboard, so TR1 to TR4. TR1 to TR4. Oh. Take that off. TR1 to TR4. And then do what now? Low frequency antenna with the current carrier. Connect the beacon keyboard to it. What's a current carrier? I think we're good. It's locked. I don't know what arpeggio del radio faro is. So let's look at this real quick. Ah, oh, okay. So the white squares are the white keys, and then the square with the black in it, or the diamonds with the black in it, are the black keys. And arpeggio del Reo Faro. So this makes me need to figure out music. So black key, no, white, high, 1, 1, 2, 2. Okay, so wait a second. Wait a second. Okay, I think. Wait. I think I got. Okay, so bear with me. I think this is the low 1, right? But then this would be 2. This would be 2. We're gonna mess around with it and find out. 1. Okay. So that's the right one. And then I think the 3 high. That's not quite it, is it? Oh, hold it down to, okay. Okay. Al says fuck around in a find out economy. What are we, rich? Fuck around in a find out economy? Okay, so, okay. Hold that one down for 3. Wow, that sounded awful. I swear. Why didn't that give me the task? That should have worked. That was an awful noise. Oh, you guys can't even hear the noise. Here, let me fix that for you so that you can cringe with me at how awful this is, but I'm going to turn down the noise a little bit so it's not too awful. Okay. Oh, go down 1 and then skip 1. Go down 1 and then skip 1. So do that, hold that for 3, and then skip 1 and down 1. Fuck around and find out. Okay. So that. that. It won't let me hit that one. What? Okay. Alright. So let's just find out where all these are on the thing. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, so it won't let me play certain notes regardless. There's just some notes it won't let me play. That's interesting. So if I'm supposed to hit that, skip down one, but it won't let me. I'm supposed to be playing Arpeggio del Radio Faro in ascending. Oh, that's no. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Sounds like the Phantom of the Opera theme. It does, kind of. Okay, so I'm trying to memorize this. Because that's... Well, that's a D. That's... Or wait. Oh, this is taking me back to my trumpet days. That's an F. Okay, but it doesn't have 4 bars, so it's not normal. This isn't translatable into the, like, A, B, C, D, E, F, G scale at all. But these two are right next to each other, and then you skip a line and go down one. But it won't let me play that. And I wonder why. But that is the right one. Weird sauce. Gorky, do you know why it won't let me play it? How do I play the beacon? Check, the keyboard is connected to the LF antenna, and the LF antenna is tuned to the current carrier. I'm sure it is. Check the manual to see how to enable the antenna tuner, then use Control 10 and Control 11 to match the carrier's wave. Well, thankfully, we spent, like, the whole first half of stream getting that all set up appropriately. By the way, my cat says hello. He's a good cat. He says, "You have been on the computer too long, Dad. Get off the computer." And it's okay. I'll give you pets. Yeah, so... It won't let me go down. Like that. Yeah? Is that true, Thomas? Oh, okay. I don't know if you guys can hear him in the background. He says hello. And because he's a good boy, we're gonna give him a treat. I'm hoping at some point I can invest in, like, a camera and I can have a cat cam so that chat can see him playing. I can, it's great. Good. He's a loud boy. He likes singing to his people. Singing us the song of his people. And I've been trying to train him a little bit with treats, and all I can do is get him to stand on his back paws so far. I mean, I did get him as a fully adult cat, so I didn't get to train him as a kitten at all. So, training him is challenging. And training cats can be particularly challenging anyway. Human, I require attention. Stop playing with the boxes. I know boxes are very good, but not as good as pets. Yeah, you got it. Exactly. That's exactly his issue. Like, even if I brought him into my lap, I love that my avatar is just leaned over like this as I'm petting him. Even if I brought him into my lap, that would not satiate his needs. And he's one of those cats that likes, have you ever seen those cats that like being kind of like slapped a little on the back, like you pat them extra hard over and over again rather than not extra hard, rather than petting them. He's one of those. So sometimes he gets so mad when you're petting him like normal because he wants the slaps. It's like, human, I slap. Well, this is a surprisingly more difficult puzzle than I thought it would be. No. There we go! I did it. I just had to do it fast enough. Ah! Okay, cool. I satiated my cat enough. Find the coordinates for the most radiating star in a specific constellation. That task ended on a low note, but it's good like that. Done. Music always breaks through. Music jokes. Low note. Find the coordinates for the most radiating star in a specific constellation. So that's what this is for. So the star with the most radiation, which is measured in the bottom number, energy. So, wait, in a given constellation? In a specific constellation. Use it for Lampetra constellation. And then write it in to star updates. So the Lampetra constellation is this. Oh, let's zoom out. Zoom out. This is Tanis. This is Sifredi. This is Mus. Oh wait, this is Glaucus, Capsa, Arachne. Oh, I need to use this button. Castor, Macroglossum. We got Helix. Oh hey, Salvatore's shoe crab. The shoe crab's right here. He was drawing like actual constellations we have to look at. The Chimera Monstara. The Hippocampus. Pteromes. The one we're looking for starts with an L. Lampetra! There we go. Up here. Can I zoom into Lampetra? Up. Zoom. Up. Alright, so the one with the most energy. So that one has 4,000, 9,000, 5,000, 10,000. That one. Okay. And the coordinates are in there. So we're going to go back. We're going to send some mail. New mail. Send it to star updates. And we're going to do X 0.12. And what's cool is I can use my actual keyboard. Or I could use their keyboard by point and click. So I really like that mechanic a lot in this game. I think it's immersive and it's really helpful if for any day I can't use the keyboard and I can only use the mouse, which is 10.6 KE capital V. We should also put Michael Lampetra. Last time I sent this message, Gorky took over and added a bunch. Hi, Thomas. I know, I'm gonna get off soon, buddy. Just let me feed Karl, and then we can call stream good. You're such a good boy. You're a good boy, Thomas. I need a cat cam so that you can all see this majestic floof. Alright, we're gonna send it. Gorky. Gorky. I couldn't even read that. That was so fast. Good job, Karl. Thanks, Gorky. You gonna let me eat now? It's not break time yet. Stop it. Okay, what's my last task? Set up a duplex communication with Brainco. After you've completed all other tasks, you have to set up a duplex between... You know, I'm pretty sure this is the cheat. Or is this one? Or is it this one? Ha! Haha! I like having a cheat code. Because the first time, like, our first day of this stream, I had to figure this all out on my own. And then the wonderful little cheats came in, so I'm really grateful. Chess is a strange word, is it? Chess is a strange word, is it? Repeat it aloud 5 times and tell me it ain't right. Chess, 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 chess. I have trouble with the word chess because my mouth automatically wants to say chest with a T. No, I don't want to do chess. I want to eat. Water first. Okay, cool. So we're gonna... too fast. There it is. Get some water out of the sink. There's no water in the sink. Water out of the sink. And then food in the bowl. And to the kitchen. There we go. I like that there's a shortcut right here, because I could scroll past this for days and go the wrong way. And we're going to throw that in the microwave. Yes, sirree. Yeah. Food. Can I have coffee? Put the coffee in the thing. And put the coffee on the thing. Oh, I need to recycle the water first. There's not enough water, I don't think. Yeah. Yeah, it's such a closed system that I have to actually use the microwave to like make food, use water to make the food. And then I have to use the bathroom and then recycle it. Thankfully, Karl tells me every time, oops, I need to turn on the box. And then, okay, so I just ate food, just used the bathroom, and now I have to recycle this to get more water to use for my coffee. Which, as much as I love the concept, I don't think I could do that. Like, unless I really had to. It would have to be really dystopian. There's already ground coffee beans in the mocha. So we're gonna go to the kitchen. We're gonna heat up some coffee. Let's check out what we have. Kojiro, the helpful shit. Eshi was crazy about these stickers. Once I bought her a big pack, and she stuck them everywhere in the house. Hani wasn't happy, so I asked Eshi to draw her a flower on the bedroom wall. She drew a whole forest. Hani wasn't happy again. We had so much fun. Your fun should not be dictated by driving your wife absolutely insane, but also having fun with your kid is important. Like, not that I have kids, but you know. So I think, pretty sure the burner is on. Yeah, it is. It's cooking. What's this? My bed's computer contains a handy library of movies for the bored astronaut. Mostly porn, to be honest. Okay, well, good thing we're not watching that. The lava lamp is working! That's cool. Maybe you need a little more heat. Oh, too much heat. It was talking to me. Did you hear it chirp? Elle says, Sanity, if you attach your Twitch to your Discord, my bots will shout you out when you go live automatically. I was fiddling with that yesterday, actually. It should be attached, but I can mess with that after stream, too. I can probably talk to you in Discord about it if it's not working. If that's cool. So now you have your Discord. That's really awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah. Sounds like a plan. Filled with water, raw coffee. It should be cooking still. There it is. Coffee. Use it with the cup. And we're gonna drink the coffee. Glug, glug, glug. And then maybe we have to use the bathroom again? I'm not sure. There we go. And we're gonna recycle that again. Oh, I forgot to activate the box first. Go to the side, you. Alright, and then we pick that up. Put that. And then to the kitchen to recycle the bag. Pick it up and recycle. Oh, close the top. And then the next time we need water, we'll have water. We're going to put that back, and we're going to put that back where it belongs. And then, I think that should be... Yeah, that's all our tasks for today. I am not playing chess with Gorky today. I do not have the brain for chess right now. But, so every night before bed, we're supposed to take this serum. And then... This is where really weird things happen. So if you're just listening, last time we took this serum, weird things happened. It had some interesting visuals. So we're gonna see if it happens again. Maybe it won't. Oh, I also forgot to mark it's another day. Piece of chalk I used to mark every day on the wall. Punk never dies. This is my wall of contrition. Oh. I guess that's already handled then. Took the medication. I completed all the tasks. There's nothing... Ooh. Shop. I get a miniature dishwasher. I only have $550. I could get more comics. I could get a game console. I could get toys for the Baudelaire. Yeah, I think I want to get toys for Baudelaire. I'm totally doing that. Thank you for spending your money with Entropica Inc., a division of Brainco. Your purchases will be launched through space as soon as possible. Nice. Awesome. How about my logs? Do I have an updated log? 818, 821, 2432, 2432, 889, 10, 11, shining. The nightmares aren't stopping. When I wake up, nothing stays in my conscious memory other than this image of a shiny rhombus, almost like a diamond. Okay, no new logs then. Feels like a company town scam. It really does. There's a lot of jokes throughout this game about the company that I work for. Like, comfy overalls for outer space. Comfy as in, without it I would explode. Or, The wrong glove for the right hand. AKA the uncomfortable proof that Brainco hates us all. It's incredibly cynical for a game. And he definitely doesn't trust the company that he works for. That's pretty obvious throughout a lot of it. Talk to Baudelaire real quick. It's all a matter of perception. Yes, we have random conversations with the lizard. How's he looking? Lovely Tuatara. Brainco placed it here to, they say, help us operators deal with loneliness. Alright. Oh, Ellie's calling. Karl, are you there? Yeah, I was about to go to sleep. Eshi? I'm not your daughter, Karl. It's me, Ellie. Remember? You saved me and all that? Sorry, I was distracted. Hey, Ellie, how are you? I'm tired, but good. So good. Look, I know I said tomorrow, but I thought maybe we could chat a little, just to let time pass? Sure, why not? Sure, I'd like that. Nice. You know how they say that in space, people tend to get personal very fast because of the extra vacuum effect. Yes, the immense feeling of isolation. I heard that. I guess that's me now. You sound young. How old are you? You mentioned you're a pretty good dancer. Hey, I have to go now. I feel really tired. How old are you? 21. Oh. That was a weird oh. No, it's the age that, it doesn't matter. You don't want to tell me? My daughter would be 21. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Karl. What happened, if I may ask? It was an accident. She fell and... Life can be so immensely fucked up. Word. Word. Life can be so immensely fucked up, yes. Yes, it sure can. So you mentioned you're a pretty good dancer, huh? Ah, yes, yes I am. I can float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. I don't think that works as a dance analogy. Everything works as a dance analogy if you want it to. I was a power to be reckoned with. Did you ever dance at OG Gravity, Karl? No, but that sounds fun. Well, I could truly float like a butterfly. What about the sting? Try taking unrequested liberties with me while we dance and you'll see. That's a good way to... Unrequested liberties. Ah, well played. Alright, I have to go now. I feel really tired. Hey, don't worry. You're still my savior. I'll see you tomorrow, Karl. I mean, hear you tomorrow. Good night, Ellie. Good night, Karl. Alright. Bedtime sequence. What's gonna happen? The spacesuit is talking. Where am I? Who are you? Who are you? What is this place? Oh, I think I need, like, a ghostly voice for this character. It's the Bento Space Station. Where is my family? I don't know. Are you lost? I'm not lost. Maybe you are lost. Where are Hani and Eshi? I'm gonna assume that this is a wacky dream, so we're just gonna tell our subconscious what's happening. What? What happened to them? Did you kidnap me? Don't be ridiculous. Wait, are you me? What the fuck does that mean? Look at you. You're a lonely, depressed fool. Me, I'm happy. Maybe not ecstatic, but rather content. What? Don't open that. I have a beautiful family. Even if I probably don't appreciate them enough, but things are always duller when you're too close. I can't be you. I need to wake up. Wow, That's feels. I mean, not about the same topic, but I've had similar arguments with the members of our system. Unfair seafarers. Hi, Thomas. What are you doing, Thomas? Meow. You're a good boy. Thomas is a good boy. Alright, the next day has started, and that's where we're gonna call stream for today. Good morning, good morning. Wake up, my angel. What happened? You're late. So late. Yeah.